guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hope you guys are all doing well. We are here for the Bayern Munich Vs Bayer Leverkusen DFB-Pokal preview. Obviously, the main man himself, Alex, is back on the channel. Number one, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Always, man, always. And also, people, you could see it on just here. That is his Twitter. If you want to go and follow him, please do. I obviously follow him also. So yeah, make sure you go and do that. And hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes well tomorrow. Win, lose or draw, hopefully I'll be able to get him on tomorrow for a fan cam. Hopefully with Bayern Munich winning. But yeah, no, big up to everybody, as always. And what do you think of what's happening this season as a whole? Because you're not as good as you were last season.
Well, when you think about last season, of course we're nowhere near that level. But if you take last season out of the equation, we are still probably about where we would want to be. In terms of a long-term plan, we're still heading in the right direction. We're third in the table, still only one loss in the league, and we're doing quite well in the Champions League too. We can't be too upset. Yes, it's not quite as dominant our football, for example, or we don't have the same last minute luck or whatever magic we had last season. That's gone. But at the end of the day, we're still grinding out results, and yeah, we're still third in the table, which for a club like Leverkusen is where they really would expect and want to be. And throughout the season as well, only 7 points behind now. We have every chance of being able to defend our title. I thought a few weeks ago it was beyond us, especially when we drew to Bochum, but last few games been getting better and better. Just think about the last games. Salzburg, for example, in the Champions League. Union Berlin the weekend, also very good result to get away from home there.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. What do you? Obviously, we're previewing the DFB-Pokal game, but what did you, when you seen that you got Bayern in this particular round of the DFB-Pokal, were you annoyed or?
Well, part of me was annoyed. Of course, everyone wants their team to get through to the next round. Yeah. And of course, you want the easiest possible opponent to do that. But at the same time, in order to win the cup, you have to play against the best teams. Last season, of course, we played against Stuttgart, who obviously finished second best. And yeah, if you beat the best, then you deserve to be the best. You can't get much tougher than Bayern Munich away. Provided we play a bit better than last time out, which can't be that hard, surely, given that we basically defended for 90 minutes. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. That game was so infuriating to watch as a Bayern fan, because we just so terrible at breaking down these low block teams, and obviously you play with obviously the three at the back, well, five at the back with the wing backs. But yeah, it's really annoying because you obviously have the five when you're defending, but then you have two DMs in front of them, so you were defending with a 7. And we just couldn't break you down. So fair enough, you got what Xabi Alonso wanted in that fact that it was obviously a point. But yeah, it's so frustrating because we just couldn't break you down. But yeah, with going into this game though, Harry Kane is out. I'm sure you're going to be happy with that one. But do you think that gives you more of a chance to beat us?
Well, if you think about when we last played against you, Harry Kane, he was pretty much a non-factor. He didn't really bring anything to it. The alternatives you have got Thomas Müller and Gnabry, for example, or Tell. All three of them, they bring something different. They are much more flexible. They're more likely to drop deep and more. They have a bit more flair to them. with Kane, you got to make sure that all the balls go direct to his feet, or get loads of crosses into the box. But he's slow. He's not going to beat many people 1v1. He's a bit too static, whereas the others much more flexible and probably cause defense a few more problems. It was a bit too easy for Carr, Over and Cache last time out. They just man marking. He's not going to get away from anyone. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he lines up. But yeah, it's obviously a tough ask. Whoever's gonna start for Bayern Munich, they obviously got heaps of quality, but we just got to hope that we're able to deal with it. And if we go in with the same mentality we did last time out with the defensive resolve we had, we should be able to. Of course, we dealt with Kane well last time out.
Yep.
At the end of the day, he's the best striker in the Bundesliga statistically, and of course, it's good that we don't have to worry about him. But then again, it's just another challenge.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. I don't know who's going to play there tomorrow. For some reason, the predicted lineup is having Thomas Muller at striker, which I definitely don't want to happen because, we need to have someone. Mattis Tau would be the guy for me personally. That would be the guy I would go with. But yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. You definitely did stop Harry Kane in the last game. So maybe it is a good thing that, he's obviously not going to be playing in this game. But obviously, we're going to find out that one obviously tomorrow. On your team as a whole, though, so you're third in the league, which is not bad at all, like you said. Obviously, you want to win again. Obviously, anyone does. You've only lost once, which, if I'm right by saying, was to Leipzig, I believe. It's Leipzig.
Yeah, and that game was annoying because at the time I thought that was one of our best performances in months. But yeah, where we just didn't have luck on our side that day.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that one. 20, still a good amount of goals for. 28 goals for you guys, still a good amount. What did you have last season? Overall, last season you had 89. So, yeah, you still, I would say, were on course for that. What do you think is one of the main problems, though? Because last season you only conceded 24 goals out of 34 matches, but this season you've already conceded 19.
Yeah. Well, to begin with, you don't have we don't quite have the same defense. We don't have Kasuni, for example. Kasuni, up to Christmas last season, he was immense. He was probably even our best defender. He was keeping Nkapia out of the team, who the season beforehand was our best defender. Then we've also been experimenting with, we've got a slightly different midfield with Garcia. He's doesn't quite bring the same stability as an Andrić or Bastille. And then you've also got the factor of just being champions, being invincible champions. You get that arrogance. Hopefully, I hope it's not the case, but they may mentally not quite be there. They might still think they're untouchable, but I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just we were overachieving last season, and it is the reality check. But we know what we're capable of, and I'm sure Alonso, of all people, can get us back to where we were. And in the last few games, I think we're going to get there again.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. What do you make of Alonso this season? Because obviously you haven't been as good as you were.
He's still doing a good job. I mean, you can't deny it. We're playing the Champions League now. It's not like the Europa League last season. The Europa League last season, the group stage our group was more like a Conference League group than a Europa League level group. Of course, with the Champions League, you're playing against the best, and you don't have that same amount of rotation. That means you're not going to get the same freshness each weekend as you otherwise would have last season. He hasn't had the chance as a result to rotate as much as he could. He hasn't been quite as experimental. He has occasionally, given the injuries, we have had to play 3 central midfielders, for example, which we otherwise wouldn't have done. Of course, you don't have Adley anymore. Boniface is also injured till the next year. His in-game management is still one of his strengths. It hasn't quite been the same as last season. Last season, he was having a really bad first half, but he always managed to do something at half time. Half time was his time. Hasn't quite been the same. He is still doing an amazing job, though, don't get me wrong. He is doing an amazing job, and last season was so exceptional. You can't really, and any comparisons to last season kind of need to stop, because it was the second best season in terms of points ever. The only unbeaten season ever. It's not going to be as good as last season, but yeah. one loss in the league and 10 games unbeaten in the league. Speaks for himself. Still doing a very good job, and I'm sure he'll still be the number one target for most, if not all, top clubs.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. Obviously, you hit the pinnacle. You won the league and you won the cup, and then it was more the fact that you obviously went unbeaten as well. Not the fact that you just won the thing. You went unbeaten as well, which was obviously bonkers, even to think about now. To be honest with you, what do you make of Wirtz? Do you think Wirtz has been as good this season?
Yeah, he has been. Arguably even better, because this season, the team hasn't clicked quite so well, but Florian Wirtz has been the one consistent component of the team, especially stepping up to the level of Champions League and performing the way he has done, winning Man of the Match awards in 4 out of 5 games is incredible. He's a game changer. Against Union Berlin, came on only 30 minutes. He was still able to pick an amazing cross to Schick. He has definitely been the star man this season. And I don't know if you've seen, for example, the best awards. He was nominated for the best player, but he wasn't included in the shortlist for the best 11. I can't believe that, because in my opinion, he's probably been the best midfielder, at least, of this season, maybe last season as well. Severely underrated by the rest of the footballing world. I think only Bundesliga fans to appreciate him.
Yeah, no. That whole ranking system for me just makes no sense. As a whole, to be honest.
You still got Messi and Ronaldo there. How does that work?
Say no more. Say no more. Yeah. To be fair, Ronaldo has been scoring quite a lot of goals, but still, I get where you're coming from. That still makes no sense, to be honest with you. I'm with you on that one. What am I trying to say? What do you think your best bet is to win tomorrow? Would it be Wirtz? Would it be Boniface? Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
Yeah.
What's your best way to win tomorrow?
I hope it wouldn't be down to one player. It will have to be down to the team. Playing against Bayern Munich is all about concentration for the whole 90 minutes. A lot of that would probably be down to Alonso himself, like motivating the team properly. The way we played against last time out, whilst it wasn't the best footballing display by any means, I mean, I don't think we managed to string 10 passes together in a row at any point in the match. If we have the desire to go out and win, or at least take it all the way to extra time and penalties, I don't see why we wouldn't have a good chance. In terms of individual players, linking to the mentality, I'd probably say Xhaka will be a key factor. He's going to be the leader on the pitch. If he's up for it, then hopefully the team will be. Then of course, Beer, you've got to hope for a moment of magic, and it will likely be a moment or two. If Bayern Munich are on their game, which they have been for most of the season, you will need to have that key pass. Schick, he's in form at the moment, 5 goals in his last 3 games. He might have the same issues as Kane did, given that he's not the quickest. Yes, he's got a few tricks up the sleeve, but he is reliant on service, and then that brings Frimpong and Grimaldo into play. Grimaldo for his set pieces, and Frimpong, he has shown in the past that he can give Davies along his money, and that pace will be particularly useful on the counter attack, which probably is our best chance at getting a goal. But then again, the reason why we played the way we did against last time out, likely due to the fact that Alonso set up to get a draw. So you can't set up to get a draw in the cup match. It's do or die. You've got to go for it. It'll be a much more open game. So in that regard, Frimpong's pace with Beers' passing, that I feel like that could be a theme on the counter attack for us.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that one. What do you make of with obviously Frimpong playing a fantastic last season? What do you make of the whole like him versus Davies? Because Davies wasn't as good last season, where Davies now, for me personally, is one of the best left backs in the world. That's what I think anyway. So what do you think of that like clash tomorrow?
Yeah, it's isn't it? Yeah, Davies is and has been one of the better left backs in the world for a while. It's going to be difficult because Davies is in this match. I don't think he's going to be going up the pitch as much as possible. He's that lifeline for you. Maybe in terms of I don't know, like top speed, he might edge it a bit, but Frimpong's got quite a bit of technical now. He's going to be able to do a bit of trickery to get past Davies, I hope. Yeah, and as you saw against Berlin, he's able to go inside as well. If he goes inside, he takes Davies out of the equation. I think that's his best route. If he goes up against one of your centre backs, it's far more like get some joy out of them rather than Davies. Same goes for Grimaldo on the other side. Maybe 1v1 with Guerrero. He probably could actually outpace Guerrero, but maybe if they went inside. The game against Union Berlin, they lined up like wingers, Grimaldo and Frimpong. Maybe that might be the case against Bayern Munich as well, to allows you to put an extra defender on and also benefit from a bit of speed and without Adley, our offense lacks that somewhat.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, because that clash in itself, like last time, was a bit of a hit and miss where it was like, he was the better player, Davies wasn't as good, but now it is going to be a clash on them. Excited to see what's going to happen. To be honest with you, but it's a scary game. If we're being real, Jamal Musiala's probably been one of our better players as a whole this season. Obviously, we know he's a wonderful player anyway. Don't get it twisted, but as a whole, he's been one of the the main players for Bayern, even scoring headers now as well. Do you think he will be, like, as obviously an opposition fan? Obviously, I can have my opinion, of course, but as an opposition fan, do you think he will be one of the biggest players tomorrow? Standouts?
For sure. He's very much like this. He's the guy that can provide the magic. If everything just comes stuck in the middle of the park, he is the one to change the game for you. Obviously, it's just for us. He is probably the one player which you're scared of, because if he gets near the box, in the box, the only way in which you can stop is by fouling. To be honest, he's just that quick with his feet. So we just got to make sure he doesn't even get the chance to turn and run out. We've got to really stay close to him. Even if you focus too much on Moose, you already have got other weapons. So as long as we defend this team, and you don't need to fixate too much on Moose, but pay a close eye. Hopefully we can do a job defensively.
Yeah, no. I get it. I know where you're coming from. It's the same. Obviously they're a bit different players, but it's the same with Wirtz, where you can't let him run. And it is, you've got to foul him, which obviously, hopefully, we don't end up getting a stupid red card. Hopefully, there isn't a stupid red card in this game, and if there is, hopefully, it's your end. Especially with the way Xhaka plays. But going into the prediction as a whole, what would you predict tomorrow, score-wise?
What I want, maybe 2-1 for Leverkusen. It will be close, extremely close, and I think it could go up to 90 minutes. Late winner, Patrick Wirtz, he does that so well. That's what I'm going to go for. 2-1 Leverkusen.
Yeah, you know what? To be fair, I asked you that question, and in my own mind, I haven't even made a decision yet. I do think you're going to get goals, similar to obviously the Dortmund game, which realistically we should have lost. For me personally, I think we will win tomorrow, and I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win. I think it will be a really tight game, especially with the way you defended last time. I think maybe it comes 1-1 like it was last time, but instead of it ending obviously as a draw, maybe then Bayern get the winner. But yeah, no, it's going to be a difficult game. The fact that we don't have Harry Kane is massive. Obviously, the last game you obviously pushed him out of the game. He may as well not been playing or been invisible. But still one of those players that you would love to have on the pitch. So yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. Amran says, big up Liam and Alex. Big up, bro. Every single time. Hunter's in here. The main man. Big up to you, bro. Man said they'll beat us. You heard it here first. Well, I hope you're wrong. But I know where you're coming from, bro. I know you're not happy with company. Big up to you, bro. Thank you for being in here. One thing I did want to do, mate, if you don't mind, is do a combined 11. And go from there. So if I put this on the screen, if I can actually find it, would help. There we go. So we'll go with this one. You know what? I don't know why it's put you over there and me over here. Bear with me 1 second. Let me Let me just change this. Let me make it square. I don't know why it's made our cameras so small. There we go. Cool. Right, let me save that. Bosh, there we go. Okay, cool. So goalkeeper-wise, what do you think?
Probably give it to you in this occasion, Neuer. Hidetsky's very good on the line, but with his feet, maybe still a bit of a weakness for him. Last season, I would have probably said Hidetsky, but a bit more shaky, as you can see in his goals conceded.
Yeah.
Sorry, Neuer.
Right, you stupid ad, go away. Right, Neuer. Now I'm with you on that one. I don't think we need to ask this question, so I'm putting him in straight away. Because both Lima and Guerrero have been asked. You can't put Sancho Bowie in there because he hasn't been playing. He's literally just come back. So Frimpong has to go in. 2 centre backs. Who would you put in, bro?
Probably go for Carr and Nkapie.
Oh, he's like, you know what? You ain't having no defenders, boy. Okay, interesting. Interesting. See, I like Tar. Obviously, we should have signed Tar. But my stupid board ducked out of it, and then your board were like, "Yeah, right, you're not having him now. Piss off." To be fair, Kim and Jay and Upamecano have been playing well recently. So, which one of them has been the best? I think Upa has been the best one. Kim and Tar. So Zia is a Bayern fan also. I don't know why that's blocking your face. He said Kim and Tar. What do you think about Kim and Tar? Or Kim and wow. So we're definitely having Kim then, obviously. Yeah.
Well, I mean, all good players.
100.
Out of Upamecano, I'd probably say I prefer Upamecano. His pace. I think it might be still a bit, based on my opinion on last season, where Kim wasn't anywhere near his Napoli levels. Personally, I would go, if I had to choose a Bayern player, it would probably be Upamecano. But in Nkapie, he's been immense. For example, against Liverpool, we did lose 4-0, but he did such a good job at marshalling Salah that he was pretty much nullified for most of the game. So, well, Tar, put Tar in, and either Upamecano or Kim. I'll take either. To be honest, it's up to you.
So who would you write if I said to you, you're picking this one? Who are you picking?
Upamecano, I'd say.
Okay.
Because in my opinion, even though he's got a mistake in him, of course, but in my opinion, he's probably one of the hardest defenders to get past in the Bundesliga. He's got so much pace, so much strength.
Oh, why is it this stupid thing? There it is. So those two. So who's your left back? Ronaldo, right?
Yeah, I'd say Ronaldo. Davies is great, but if you want a pace merchant, you've got Frimpong for that. Ronaldo gives you so much more in terms of his passing and set play. So at the same time, yes, you can make the argument that Davies is such a lifeline, and have two really quick fullbacks would be really fun to watch. Ronaldo and Frimpong, they both link up so well as well. I've got to think about that too. So I'll go Ronaldo.
Okay, interesting. My what's I say? Might end in extra time or a penalty shootout. Yeah, definitely could, mate. Definitely could. I'm with you on that one. Big up to you, bro. You know what? I would actually rather, and this is going to make no sense, but just saying it as a whole, I'd actually like Ronaldo in our midfield because I think he's actually a really, really good player. I just don't know if I can put it in, and I hate Davies, by the way. I can't stand him for the way he snaked us and everything. He's playing really good this season, so I'm going to put him in. I know where you're coming from. I just think he's been immense this game. And maybe Frimpong absolutely squishes him tomorrow, and then I have egg on my face putting him in. But we'll see. We will see on that one. So yeah, no, I'll put Davies in. I do like Ronaldo though. I'm surprised no one ever went to pick him up. Obviously, before you guys did.
I think they did, but Benfica obviously quite tough negotiators, aren't they? I know Leverkusen, they were looking for a couple of seasons, and they could only get him when he was on a free. So.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. So Catalan says straight away, Andrich and Kimmich for the DMs. What do you think DM was?
Probably go with Xhaka and Kimmich. I mean, Andrich and Palacios are also fine choices.
Yeah. See,
yeah, Xhaka and Kimmich, they would both be mentality monsters though in that midfield, and two absolute leaders in the team.
See, I agree with what Z is saying though. Like, if we're going off of form, I feel like Goretzka has to go into this team. Which, if you would have told me this last year, I probably would have laughed in your face without being rude, obviously, because he was terrible last year. But in the last couple of games, he's actually been a don. I'm not going to lie. So you said Xhaka, right?
Yeah.
Put him this side. Oh, why have I put a Z? There he is. Xhaka. So yeah, I feel like I'm going to get a lot of comments on this as well. But yeah, I would generally, from form wise, I would go those two. Obviously, you're putting Kimmich in every day of the week. Don't get it twisted. But Goretzka's actually been outperforming Kimmich, which is mad to even say out loud, to be honest with you. Yeah, no, Xhaka is non-negotiable. I'm with you on that one, bro. 100% he is, yeah. Without a doubt. If Bayern beat Leverkusen, there is only a team which is a threat left to beat in this cup, which is Frankfurt. Yeah, good point, Jeremy. Good point. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Because I feel like let's just put it this way, right? Harry Kane is out. So before we get into the spiciness, who's better striker? Is it Boniface or is it Schick?
Well, Boniface is out at the moment anyway.
He's out, is it? Okay.
Schick is doing great at the moment anyways. Scored a hat-trick against Heidenheim, and then and he scored in the Champions League, and he scored at the weekend. So Schick's in top form right now.
Okay,
He's a player that he could be marked out of the game, but at the same time, one chance all he needs.
Yeah,
and that's good enough.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. He's always been a pain in the ass. Just as a whole. Even for Czech Republic. I don't think it was this Euros. I think it was the Euros before. He was top goal scorers in that. So yeah, no, he's a good player, and we definitely need to stop him in this game tomorrow, without a doubt. Now, obviously, we get into the spicy part. Where does Wirtz play for you?
Well, I'd say he would play as a 10, and then Musiala on the left. So those are the two guaranteed. The tough position is who's going to be the last player.
Yeah, no, and that is generally why I asked you the question, because if you were to say on the right, then I have to talk to you about Olasey. But if we're putting him as a 10, to be fair, Jamal Musiala should go in as a 10, but no one from my team, Bayern, are going in on the left. You got anyone good on the left?
Well, you had Adley, he's injured. Hoffman, he's up and down. He can be quite good on his day. I mean, on his season before we bought him, he was creating more chances than De Bruyne. So then we've also got Perrier, who's just coming back from injury, hasn't been doing a lot for us. It's tough. It's tough. Teller as well. Bit like Frimpong. He is an attacker, but he's also been playing more of a wing back for us with strength, much more strength in the box rather than defending.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Who's the French player? Zia's asked, what's the French player's name?
Our French player, Martin Terrier. Adley was also French, but now he's Moroccan.
Yeah, Terrier. He's a good player. To be fair, he is a good player. I think we do have to put in Wirtz. Has to go in. He has to go into this team.
Yeah.
Jamal Musiala. Again, people got to say no. Jamal's going 10. Blah blah blah. Whatever. You want to put Jamal here? Cool. Put Jamal here. Whatever. I don't care. These two have to go into the team. There's a reason.
In real life, they'd probably be moving around all over the pitch anyway. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And then obviously, Olise has to go in for me.
I tend to agree.
Yeah. I can't spell his name, but there. So yeah, that would be the combined 11. Let me know what you guys think. Smash the like, hit the subscribe button on that. I'm going to clip that, so it'll be a video. But that would be an interesting team. I'm just looking at it now from what we've done.
Yeah.
Neuer from down.
All that creativity
Hmm.
and the speed. Yeah, that's a really good combination of players, I think.
And then you got the main guy up front to bang in the goals. Obviously, I would love to have a conversation between Kane and Schick, but Kane's out, so there's generally no point talking about it. But yeah, there we go, people. There is the combined 11. Where is... I did have your games that I wanted to talk to you about. Not necessarily like the most recent games, but as a whole. Where is it? Let me share this tab instead. Bosh. Okay, it is on the screen. We'll have to move this 1 second. Like so. So hopefully you can see that.
Yeah.
So here are the games. So your most recent game was against Union Berlin, which you won. Salzburg, you absolutely smashed, quite literally. What we got? Okay, we got 2 goals for Wirtz, Grimaldo, Schick, Alex Garcia. Okay, interesting. Yeah, what is Garcia like? I should have asked you that.
Oh, Garcia. He's decent. He's been mainly used in the early part of the season as a defensive midfielder next to Xhaka mainly. But he is much better. He's a creator, I'd say. He's been playing as a 10 times. He's got really good balls into the box. Set pieces like Grimaldo, top quality, scores an excellent free kick. Quite recently, I believe, in the cup game, from quite a way out. Yeah, he doesn't quite have the he hasn't quite got the chemistry with the rest of the team as the other 3 midfielders who have the. But that can only improve with time from the Man City academy. So he's very technically gifted. Yeah, he is a good player. He just needs a bit more time.
Okay.
He could play tomorrow because I can imagine Alonso staying up with 3 central midfielders, and he'd likely be one of them.
Interesting. Yeah, because he is a good player. Yes, obviously you're in good form, and like who was it that said it? David says here, again, 1 second, and I'll get rid of it because it's on your face. I won't lie, I'm scared of this fixture, but as always, I'm a Bayern fan. Yeah, 100%. I'm with you on that one. That was one of the, obviously we had to get Alex on because he's a Leverkusen fan. Of course, I can't speak about on Leverkusen, but as a whole, this is a scary game. 3-1. I'd take a 3-1, bro. I said 2-1, so yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But if we go over here, so Leverkusen 5, Heidenheim 2. Obviously, that game itself's mad. Obviously, you were a bit. What's the one? You went on a run, shall I say? In these last games here, obviously the 1-1 to Bochum, obviously the 4-0, which masked the performance because I don't think Liverpool were that good. I watched that game. So
up first goal, we were well in it, and arguably the better team in the first half.
Yeah. No, no, I'm with you. And then obviously the 0-0, and then before that you were on a bit of a tear. But if we go over to Bayern to do the same, Bayern as a whole, 1-1 obviously against Dortmund. If it wasn't for Jamal, that we would have lost that game. Obviously we beat PSG 1-0, 3-0. Before this game, we didn't concede a goal in 7 games. As you can see, obviously there's this one, which we don't need to talk about. But yeah, we were doing really, really good. But I felt like it was being masked up because we weren't actually as good as some people were making out. We really, really weren't. So it's definitely one of those scary games tomorrow. If we go over to, let me go by Leverkusen. Why is this not loading? Okay, share this tab instead. Is it on the screen? It is perfect. Right, this advert can go away. So obviously this is where we're in the table. So you Bayern are on top. Obviously we don't need to necessarily talk about the table, but as a whole, we are obviously first. You're third. In the last 5 games in the league, win, draw, and you are draw. Oh no, wrong one. Draw, win, which still isn't bad. But, there's not an L in there, so it's one of those. If we do click on Leverkusen though as a whole, where are your games? Where are your games? So on a Berlin game, for instance, obviously Patrick Schick you spoke about just a second ago. One thing I wanted to check was why is it not going up? Please go up. Why is it not letting me have the average positions? What have I done wrong? Statistics. So, right, this is a bit embarrassing. This is not working. Normally, it lets me have the average positions. I don't know why it's not letting me have it now.
Sometimes it shows it better on the phone. On my computer. I don't know.
That's your team. Do you think that's how you will start tomorrow, but instead of Tapsoba having Kempe?
Possibly. I've also seen some other expected lineups have Teller up front or some added speed. I'd hope for Schick up front because he would be someone you can launch balls to and hold the ball up a lot better. And you can't drop him when he's in this form. He is in incredible form. Teller hasn't been playing either for some time. He's not regularly. It wouldn't be fair if we didn't play shit. And we don't have the depth up front to play the 3-4-2-1 formation. I would expect Beers to play. Maybe it might play just behind shit, but yeah, it would be very similar lineup. Maybe take out one of the central midfielders, put in Bits, or take out one of the defenders and put in Bits. We got so many more choices now, especially in defence. Got Velocian back, Michele back. And to be fair, Terrier is back, so if we really wanted to, we could play that usual formation, but he's only just started training, so I don't think he'll take the risk.
Yeah. No, I get you. Is that you making that noise or me?
Is that the beeping noise?
Yeah.
It's probably probably my new headphones I've got. I don't know if it's
okay. No worries, man. No worries.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, if we go over to here, this is your average positions of the last game. So obviously, the goalkeeper is here, Hideki. Tatsoba, Jonathan Tah. Obviously, Tatsoba's pushing more on the right. Jonathan Tah's pushing more on the left. Then you've got obviously Andrich in the middle. Shaka's obviously pushing a little bit higher up, but pushing more to the right. Arthur, who will be, if I'm right by saying, in Frimpong's position, I believe. I'm right by saying. And then Hincampe, if I'm right by saying, was playing the Grimaldo position, I believe.
Yeah.
Alex Garcia, Patrick Schick. See, why? My question for you on this would be, why is Patrick Schick coming so deep?
Well, I guess if the centre forward comes in deep and the centre back push up, and that's when, if he comes in deep, then it allows Grimaldo and Frimpong space to. I think that's probably what it was getting at. He'd be able to just draw the defenders onto him, raise the defensive line, maybe also stick on. Sometimes, like I said before, he does sometimes get a bit isolated in games, so perhaps he comes a bit deeper to just get a touch and get involved.
Yeah, no. I'm with you. I get you. And obviously Grimaldo was pushing there, and then obviously Frimpong was pushing more in that positions, but they were playing more. We go back over here. They were playing at different positions where they would normally be here and here. So yeah, there's that. If we go over to Bayern, can I click Bayern through here? Is it going to let me? Okay, cool. Our most recent game was obviously the Dortmund game. Jamal Musiala obviously was the player of the match for us. Lineup wise, I just scrolled past it. That's good. So Matis Tauch really did get some game time. I don't know why this is saying that Joshua Kimmich was really good. I actually didn't think he was the best personally. But hey ho, it is what it is. If we go on to average positions, if it will let me. Don't care about Dortmund. See, obviously we can't talk too much on Kane and so on, because Kane's obviously going to be a massive loss. He's out. There's no point speaking about him as a whole. But yeah, Neuer doing Neuer things. He's obviously going to have some around here because he likes to come out. Min-Jae and Upamecano, obviously again, Min-Jae pushing more to the right. Min-Jae pushing more to the left, Upa pushing more to the right, sorry. Also what you'll recognise here in these two positions is that they're not so far up. I feel like companies learned a little bit of his lesson from the Barcelona game, because obviously that Barcelona game we got smashed 4-1 because of the high line. So yeah, there's that. I'm hoping tomorrow it's going to be Sancho Bowie. I do not want to see Konrad Laimer play right back for the rest of the season, if I'm honest, unless he actually has to, because he's terrible. I would have him as like a player that's going to come on at 60, 70 minutes. Nothing else, to be honest with you. But yeah, he's basically there. And to be fair, if we show substitutions quickly, when Sancho Bowie did come on, he was actually more higher up the pitch, obviously because we were losing. But as a whole, there's that. Alphonso Davies obviously doing what he normally does. Obviously, there's going to be various heat marks here because of the fact that he's a defender. But yeah, obviously he likes to get forward also. Then Matis Tau, I'm hoping, is going to be in the Harry Kane position tomorrow. Fingers crossed it's not Thomas Muller. Do not want to see that. Again, I love Muller to pieces. And to anyone watching this, maybe at a later date, I've seen a lot of your comments saying we were disrespecting Muller. We weren't. He's just got old, man. It just is what it is. Everyone gets old. Obviously, Jamal Musiala is all over the place, as he always is. Again, we don't need to talk about Kane. This is a player I really, really, really hope does not play tomorrow, and that is Leroy Sané, because he is diabolically bad. I'll just say bad, because I don't want to get this channel taken down. Because, yeah, this guy is a fraud. Like, I can see by the smile on your face, you know exactly what I'm on about. it's one of those. It's one of those. So, what do you make of Leroy Sané? Because I can see you smiling.
Well, as a former Leverkusen player, from like about 8 years old. Yeah, he, he's very consistent player. He has world class games, but maybe like one a couple of seasons. Then yeah, he's quick. Has sometimes a good finish, but perhaps like one or two games a season, he
Yep.
isn't was.
Yeah, mate, he is diabolical, bro. Diabolical, and I don't say that with no, like, generally speaking, he is terrible. I don't understand how, why, what. Like, I just don't get why he's at this club, to be honest with you. I don't understand. But anyway, it is what it is. That just is what it is as a whole. But yeah, where was I? So yeah, he's pushing this hard. Hopefully this will be Olise tomorrow. Olise hasn't played the last 2 games. Not the Champions League game, and not the Dortmund game. So neither against PSG, neither against Dortmund. Hopefully that means he's going to play against Leverkusen. And we could actually do one of his cut-in bangers. Would be amazing tomorrow, to be honest, especially if obviously you do play more defensively. We really could do with that. But yeah, that's basically the average position of that. We don't need to talk about Dortmund. One thing I do need to say, though, is obviously their goal, if you can see Gittins here, I hope Company actually uses his brain tomorrow and doesn't play Lima, like I just said, because you do have players that could hit us on the break. Obviously it would actually be more the other position in Frimpong, but if Grimaldo's not that slow, is it? If I'm right by saying he's not fast, but he's not slow.
Yeah, he'll be able to kind of thumbs right. Yeah, he'll put problems. And to be fair, Frimpong has in the past switched positions. So I guess if you saw a much what Lima isn't slow, I'd say. I mean, I'd be more worried for you. Guerrero was playing, for example. Lima isn't slow. It's just not the position, is it?
Yeah, Gittins is just ridiculously quick, just like Frimpong and Davies and so on. And that's where he got caught out. I feel like Neuer could have done better with the goal, but hey ho, that's just is what it is. That game's done now, so we don't need to talk about that as a whole. Why is it not put us back to the normal date? There we go. So yeah, let's see what happens tomorrow. Thank you for coming on, mate. So again, I said a 2-1. What did you say?
2-1 as well, maybe.
2-1 as well. Okay. Yeah, I really hope for the pair of us, someone does win tomorrow, and it doesn't go to extra time and penalties, because I don't know about you, bro, but I don't know if my heart can take that. Should be honest with you. I really
depends. Leverkusen play terribly and it goes to penalties and we win. Amazing. If we play really well and then we manage to somehow win on penalties, then don't think. As long as Leverkusen wins, that's all I care about.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that one. Right, let's see what the comments are saying before we do get out of here. Okay, they're just talking to each other, to be honest. I think Leverkusen win. Harry Kane's injury will be vital. Tao is good, but he ain't Kane. 100%, bro. Big up to you, Ahmed. Thank you for being in here, bro. 100%. 100%. I'm with you on that one. I really hope you're wrong. I really hope Alex is wrong, obviously, as a Bayern Munich fan, of course. I feel like, personally, Vincent Kompany should be winning this trophy this year. I feel like, similar to what you did, obviously not undefeated, but similar to what you did, I feel like we should win a double. That's what I'm expecting. Obviously, it's hard to say when Kompany has obviously just come into the job from getting relegated with Burnley, which still is bonkers, to be quite honest. But yeah, hopefully hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully it's a good clash. And then hopefully Bayern do win, obviously, on our end. But it's going to be one of those games, I feel like it's going to be one of those games where anything can happen. You know, Xhaka could score a banger. He's known to do that. Like one thing we definitely need to not do is give you free kicks in good positions, because you've got some good players. Obviously, you mentioned Alex Garcia just a minute ago, and obviously you've got Grimaldo. Grimaldo actually scored, from what I said last time against us, not the recent game, but before. With a free kick. So
I think it was speaking of Champions League and Vits even scored a free kick in the international break. A really good free kick.
Yeah, so giving you guys free kicks, no matter where it is on the pitch, I do not want to see. Definitely not. But no, Bayern will end up giving you one. Hopefully, our defense has a good game and everything from then. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, mate. It's going to be an interesting game. Hopefully, like I said, I can get you on after the game. Win, lose or draw, I will be there, most definitely. Unfortunately, I'll put myself in this space now. No, I'm only joking. But yeah, it's gonna be one of those. But yeah, big up to you, bro. Thank you for coming on, mate.
Yeah.
Make sure you go follow him, people. Just here, obviously, as you can see, the Twitter, B04, and then obviously Alex in there. So yeah, make sure you go and follow him if you haven't already. I'm sure he'll be on the show, on a fan cam tomorrow. Win, lose or draw. And until then, we're going to get out of here, people. I'm going to go over now to the Bayern View. There's going to be Zia's new show that's coming out, people. So I'm going to send you over there. So don't go anywhere, people. Just literally, I'm going to end the stream and it will go straight over to that one. And yeah, I'll be watching that as well. Big up to Zia. But yeah, without further ado, smash the likes, hit the subscribe button. And until then, we're out of here. Peace.